So today in Guardian's world of playing the clarinet, today I'm going to be testing out new reeds, because I got this box last night actually, and I found these reeds still in my drawer back in my apartment. So I have to test out reeds because all of my reeds in here are basically cracked out. So basically my method for testing out reeds is first I'm going to play my chromatic scale from low E to altissimo C, and then I'm going to play my F major scale 3 octaves because it covers, both scales cover the range of the instrument. Then I'm going to play this cadenza section of my solo piece because, as you can tell, it covers a really wide range of the instrument, so it'll be able to give me a good gauge as to is it good enough quality reed for me to be playing on. Good morning, everyone, and so welcome to my October vlog, and I'm gonna start off with I got a trombone. I've been wanting to play brass for so long, and now I get to. Oh my lord, this is so much fun. I played woodwind all my life, and now I'm playing brass. I named him Dave after my middle school band director who played trombone, and he always had his trombone with us when he would teach us. It was a lot of fun. That's why I have my upper lip is red, because mouthpiece. Good morning, friends. It's the start of October. Super excited for the month and whatnot. We got some concerts going on, got some SAI stuff going on, got some recitals I gotta go to. It's gonna be a fun, fully packed month. So I wanted to get started with this vlog by talking my monthly goals for this month, obviously. So let's get right to it. My first goal is to get the first 2 pages out of 4 pages of the first movement of my solo piece up to performance tempo. I'm currently at tempo of 90, chord note equals 90 beats per minute for the first page, and the second page is at like 70 right now. My goal for the end of the month is to have those 2 pages at around 110, because the piece says allegro, but my professor is okay if it's like a little bit under allegro, because he doesn't, it's a really hard piece. It's a concerto. It's really hard, really technical. So he wants me to aim for 110. So if I'm around 110 and I'm at performance tempo, preferably faster, but that's the target tempo. My second goal for this month is to attend 5 concerts that I am not performing in. So I have to attend concerts that obviously I'm not performing in. So that could be like senior recitals, that can be the student recital, which is coming up at the end of the month. That can be the orchestra concert, that's also coming up at the end of the month. It can be any of those, because I'm not in any of those, which all can count for under the 5 concerts rule that I have. And the reason I have this goal is because, one, it's good to go and see other music groups perform, gives me ideas for compositions I would like to write, plus it exposes me to new classical music, which is always a good thing, especially it helps me expand my repertoire, like, ooh, eventually I would like to play that, I think that's a cool piece, da 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 da. And plus, like, for senior recitals, it's a good thing to go and support the people that you know, especially who are graduating, because connections are a good thing. And plus, it's good music. It's cool to see how far their 4 years in the music department have come in terms of their performing and stuff. My last goal of the month is to practice in total across all 3 instruments. I have to practice clarinet, piano, and trombone for brass techniques, to practice 40 hours in all. You're probably wondering, why is my goal so high? It's because I've noticed that a lot of the time, like, I'm starting to break out my times in terms of, like, okay, I practice trombone for 20 minutes, I practice piano for half an hour, I practice clarinet for an hour. Like, that adds up. That's around 2 hours of practicing in one day. So the time does add up. It's just, I want to see a goal. I just wanted to have a goal for how long am I actually practicing, and seeing how many hours in a month that I'm actually practicing is actually like a cool thing to do. I want to see how many hours I practiced in September. I probably didn't start doing that whole breakdown thing until like halfway through, so it's probably not going to be accurate. But it's just like to set a goal for myself to make sure I'm practicing and to make sure I'm getting all my stuff done so I can keep improving and keep working and stuff like that. So thanks guys for tuning in to see what my goals are. So I'll see you at the next vlog point.
Hi, buddy. Hi, buddy.
This is our house cat. Giz, say hi. Giz, say hi. Giz, say hi. He's so fluffy. Look at Giz. Yes, it's my whiteboard. Oh, he wants down. He wants down. Hey, bye, Giz. It's fun having a cat. So I'm sitting here editing a Song of the Week video, right? Then this little butt of a cat is whining for me because all my other roommates have left for the weekend. Giz, what do you want? Do you want to come in? He's not gonna do it now because I have the camera on. Cats just know. I don't understand. Maybe it's because I don't own a cat. This isn't my cat, so I don't understand it. But like, boy. Good morning, everyone. It's currently 8 a.m. on a Sunday, and you guys are probably wondering, Guardian, what the heck are you doing awake at 8 a.m. on a Sunday? Already, like, decently dressed. Well, that's because for SII today we have this thing where our province officer visits us, and we as a chapter have to sit together as the executive board has their meetings with Mary, along with chairs and co-chairs of certain committees, and then we have a meeting with Mary and we do ritual and all that stuff with Mary, who's our province officer. And it's from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. and I'm required to be there at 8:45, so I have to gather all my stuff and then head over there soon and to the music building to do this event. It's mandatory for all members. Like, if you don't show up, then you get fined $50 for not being there, even if you show up late, I believe. So, and plus, like, being a sister, you should want to go because it's something that you get to do as basically a privilege, or it's part of being a sister, is getting to meet your province officer and talking to her and all that fun stuff. So that's why I'm awake at this ungodly hour for a weekend. Not like it's gonna change anything because I wake up at 7 for my 8 a.m.s every day, so it's fine. I'll see you guys soon. So let me tell you guys about my wonderful Monday morning debacle that happened. My alarm is set on my Fitbit to go off at 6:35 in the morning, right? Because I have an 8 a.m. So my alarm goes off as normal, and I also have on my Fitbit the ability to set like a countdown timer. So if I'm baking cookies for like 10 minutes, I can set a timer on here and it'll let me know in 10 minutes that the timer's up. So that's what I normally do in the morning. I set a timer for 10 more minutes of sleep because we all want 10 more minutes of sleep on a Monday morning, don't we all? So I set the timer, and then I never hit the start button for the timer, so I just set it for 10 and then just fell back asleep without hitting the start button. So an hour goes by. I wake up at 7:45. I have an 8 a.m. There's an exam instead 8 a.m. I look at the clock and I'm like, excuse me, it's 7:45 in the morning. What? I start to panic at this point because I'm like, I've never been late to class before. We have a midterm today. Yeah, this is a problem. So I quickly email the professor, like, I'm sorry, I'm gonna be late to this exam. If you don't want me to show up, just tell me now. Like, it's fine. I totally understand this is my fault. This is all my responsibility. Like, I'm sorry. And I start frantically putting on clothes or like getting dressed for the day while calling people in my class and be like, hey, can you tell the professor to like check their email, please? Because I need to know if I'm actually going to be able to take this exam or not. Because I'm like panicking, like, oh my god, this is like this is like a big chunk of our grade. If I'm not there, if I'm not allowed to take the exam, then this could ruin my grade for this class. My friend then calls me and then tries to call me, and then reception died like 3 times. So then I texted her like, hey, can you like let the professor know that I'm gonna be late, and can you ask her if she wants me to be there, because I'm like hurrying as fast as possible to get to the exam, because I live on the opposite side of the campus, so it's like a 10-minute walk, 5 to 10-minute walk to get from my building to the auditorium, or the music building, I should say. So I'm like frantically putting on clothes while texting people like saying like, help me please. And then I didn't even get to brush my teeth or wash my face, so I felt gross. And I like dart out the door as fast as possible. And then the professor messaged me, or says that like, oh, you can come late. And at this point, like, I'm already crying because like I see the light. I see my life flash before my eyes, and I'm like, oh my lord, this is the end of my college career. I do not like what's going on. And then I managed to get there like a few minutes late. And then she's like, okay, let's start class now. Let's start the exam. And I'm like dying on the inside. I'm like, I am so sorry. This will never happen again. Because I've never done something like this before. And I even texted my mom, like, I don't know, like, so I never done this before. This is the first time it's ever happened that I was ever overslept, ever late for a class. And it's my fault. I apologized to the professor, and she's like, it happens. Like, you're a good student, so I don't let it bother you. I'm like, thanks, fam. So that was my Monday dilemma. Hope you enjoyed my misery. Hey everyone, it's Guardian. So real quickly before the end of this video, I wanted to talk about a bit about practicing and having that work ethic to practice and stuff. There will be times, if you're a musician out there, hi fellow musician, that you don't want to practice, which is totally understandable, because I had that same issue too. Like, during the beginning of October, I should have talked about it when it actually came up instead of just doing it after the fact. But when school started in September, like, I have a routine every day. I have a set routine of when I eat, when I practice, etc., etc. So I stay on task and I do what I need to do when I need to do it, type of thing. And then I kind of burned out, like, beginning of October is when I started not wanting to practice anymore. Like, I lost that drive to practice. And I talked to my professor about it because I was really worried, because midterms were coming up and my jury piece was not where I wanted it to be for being halfway through the semester. And he's like, well, how often were you practicing? And I'm like, 6 days a week for at least an hour, or around an hour of just clarinet, not counting trombone or piano into that mix. And he's like, oh, you just simply burned yourself out too quickly. It's okay to take a break when you need to take a break. It's okay to take a few days off here and there if you really need to focus on other things and just get your mind off of playing. Because, like, I wanted to practice, I just couldn't force myself to go into a practice room and work on scales or work on my solo piece. So I took his advice. We had a long weekend, I think, because of Columbus Day. So I didn't practice all that weekend because I think we had marching band on all day Saturday, so I couldn't practice there. And then Sunday we had a band concert, so I wasn't going to practice there anyway. And then I had Monday off, so I had my friend over and we just like hung out and stuff. And like the week or two following that, I noticed that I started practicing more, and now I'm back into like the full swing of like wanting to practice and looking to improve and stuff. I just hope I don't burn out by the time we get to juries in December. So if you're a musician out there, it's okay to take a break. It's totally fine. Unless if you're a professional musician, then maybe not. But it's okay to take like a few days off from playing, to just relax, do some other things if you're in school, do some other work that you need to do, and then come back to your instrument. Because my professor says that it's easier to fix things when you haven't played for a little bit than if you've been playing constantly, if that makes any sense. So I'm done talking about practicing now because I actually have to go practice. And I'll see you guys when I talk about if I met my goals for this month of October. Hey everyone, it's Guardian. It is 10 o'clock in the morning, and I just got back from having breakfast and having band rehearsal before having breakfast. So let's talk about my goals for the month of October and if I met those goals or not. So my first goal was to get the first 2 pages of a 4-page movement of my solo piece at performance tempo. Did I meet that goal? I know for the first, I believe I met my goal because I haven't practiced since Thursday and today's Saturday. So I think I met that goal. I know for the first page I met that goal. I think for the second page I'm really close to it. Just some spots are still giving me trouble. I have to take down tempo, but overall those 2 pages are at performance tempo, so I met my goal for that one. My second goal was to attend 5 concerts that I was not performing in, and I believe after this Sunday I will have met that goal because today I am attending a concert before our football game, and then on Sunday I'm attending 2 concerts, so that's 3 right there, and then I went to the student recital, and then I went to another senior recital, so there's 5 right there. So I definitely met that goal for going to 5 concerts. Then my last goal of practicing 40 hours, wow, did I lie to myself? I only happened to practice 11 hours, so it could have been one or 2 things. One, I set the goal too high, because I think 40 hours is not a lot, because all the time in the practice room does add up, but I think I set the goal a little too high for how much I know I actually practice. Plus I did burn out during the beginning of October, so I wasn't practicing as much as I wanted to. So that could have been a cause for why I didn't practice as much, more than 11.6 hours, I think was the final number. So that is it for this monthly vlog for October. If you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Let me know what you want to see me talk about, or if you want me to see me do something. Let me know, because that gives me ideas to do for vlogs to come. If you have any ideas or any suggestions on how to make this vlog better, let me know, because I'm still learning my way around how to do vlogs. So, thanks for checking out my channel, thanks for checking out my vlog, and keep practicing. I'll see you guys real soon. Underworld Guardian, out.